Hi, I'm Anna and welcome. Today we're starting a trip through Germany's most old and charming towns. This isn't just looking at sights, it's about connecting with the past and finding the true heart of Germany. Imagine walking on old stone streets, passing houses made of wood and plaster, and stepping into busy market squares full of old traditions. We'll travel from fairytale castles to ancient Roman ruins, finding out the stories that made these places special. So bring your curiosity and get ready to feel inspired. Let's jump into Germany's most amazing historic towns. Our trip starts in Rothenburg ober der Tauber, a town that looks like it came right out of a fairy tale. Sitting high above the Tauber River, Rothenburg is one of the few old walled towns that is still almost completely whole. Walk the 2-kilometer town walls for great views of red roofs and church towers. Down below, the houses made of wood and plaster and the winding streets are like something from a storybook. Don't miss Plonline, the famous street that splits into two, with its tilted yellow house and old towers. The market square with its grand town hall is the town's lively center. Try a Schneeball pastry and enjoy the feeling of the place. But the real magic happens at night, when the crowds leave and lights shine on the stone streets. Join the night watchman's tour for stories of life in the old days. In these quiet moments, Rothenburg's true spirit shines. That's why it's our first stop. Next, we go to Heidelberg, a city of writers, students, and romance on the Neckar River. Heidelberg Castle, a grand red stone ruin, stands tall above the city, a sign of strength and beauty. Explore its courtyards and enjoy wide views over the old town and river. Inside, find the interesting German Pharmacy Museum and the huge Heidelberg-Tun wine barrel. Walk along the Hauptstrasse, one of Europe's longest walking streets, lined with old fancy buildings and lively cafes. Go into small side streets for hidden squares and the old student prison, covered in drawings from students who broke the rules. As evening comes, cross the old bridge and watch the castle glow against the night sky. Heidelberg's charm comes from its mix of history, old damage, and lasting spirit. Here, beauty is found in both the ruins and the stories they tell. It's a city that makes you want to dream. And it's unforgettable. Now to Bamberg, a city recognized by UNESCO, built on 7 hills and not harmed by war. The old town hall, sitting on an island in the Regnitz River, is a beautiful example of town pride and fancy old paintings. Climb to the Bishop's Town for Bamberg Cathedral, home to royal tombs and the mysterious Bamberg Rider statue. The new residence's Rose Garden offers wide views over the city's red roofs. Bamberg is also known for its smoked beer, Rauchbier. It's a taste you get used to, but you must try it in an old tavern. Walk the winding streets, enjoy the old-time feeling, and taste history in every sip. Bamberg's mix of buildings, old tales, and traditions makes it truly special. It's a city where the past feels alive, and every corner tells a story. In the Harz Mountains is Quedlinburg, a UNESCO treasure with over 2,000 wooden-framed houses. Walking here is like stepping into a living museum. Every street shows off old styles like Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque. The market square with its Gothic town hall is the perfect place to start. Get lost in the maze of small streets, finding hidden courtyards and old details from centuries ago. Climb Castle Hill for the Collegiate Church of St. Servatius and wide views over the sea of red roofs. Quedlinburg's story is about bouncing back. It was fixed up after Germany reunited by people who cared deeply. It's not just kept safe, it's been saved and brought back to life. Here, history isn't just seen, it's felt in every wooden beam and stone. Quedlinburg shows how strong a community and its history can be. It's a place to walk around, wonder, and value the past. And it's unforgettable. On Germany's eastern edge, Görlitz shines with its untouched buildings and movie-like charm. Called Gollywood, it's a favorite for Hollywood movies, but its real story is centuries of being rich as a trading center. Walk the lower market square, admire houses with arches, and explore the old Nikolai Quarter. Cross the Neisse River to its Polish twin Zgorzelec and feel the many layers of history in the area. Don't miss the Art Nouveau Görlitzer Warenhaus, which was in the Grand Budapest Hotel movie. Görlitz is quieter than other towns, letting you enjoy fancy building fronts and hidden details. Every street is a trip through 500 years of European buildings. It's a hidden star, Elegant, real, and waiting to be found. Görlitz is Germany's best-kept secret. In Trier, Germany's oldest city, Roman history stands tall in the middle of town. The Porta Nigra, a giant Roman gate, has guarded the city for over 1,800 years. Explore Roman baths, a huge outdoor theatre, and the Basilica of Constantine, reminders of Trier's powerful past. The main market square mixes old-time charm with ancient roots. Visit the Trier Cathedral, built on top of a Roman palace, and the birthplace of Karl Marx. Located in the Moselle wine area, Trier is a gateway to beautiful river valleys. Here you walk where emperors and gladiators once walked. The city's deep sense of time is amazing. Trier connects you to the ancient world like no other place in Germany. It's a living link to history. Lübeck, on the Baltic coast, was once the queen of the Hanseatic League and still shows off amazing brick buildings. Enter through the famous Holsten Gate, a symbol of Lübeck's power in the old days. The skyline is topped by 7 tall spires and grand churches, especially St. Mary's, a wonder of brick building. Walk through hidden courtyards and small passages for a look into Lübeck's past as a merchant city. Visit the Hospital of the Holy Spirit, one of Europe's oldest places for helping people. Lübeck is also famous for its marzipan. Try it at the legendary Niederegger Cafe. The city's wealth, history, and sweet traditions mix into a special experience. Every brick tells a story of trade, ambition, and art. Lübeck is a proud Hanseatic queen, rich in taste and history. It's a must-see on any German trip. Back on the romantic road, Dinkelsbühl is a perfectly kept old town, saved by stories and time. Its original walls and towers surround colourful houses with pointed roofs and the Grand Minster of St. George. Climb the church tower for wide views of red roofs and green moats. Walk around the town's edge for peaceful scenes and a sense of its old defences. Dinkelsbühl feels real and lived in, less crowded than its famous neighbour Rothenburg. In July, the Kindersäcke Festival brings history to life with parades and costumes. The town's spirit is lively, its traditions are active. Dinkelsbühl is like an old jewellery box, untouched, welcoming, and full of stories. It may be the little sister, but it shines just as bright. Discover its quiet magic. On the shores of Lake Constance, Meersburg charms with its hillside spot and ancient castle. The Old Castle, Germany's oldest castle where people still live, invites you to explore dungeons, halls, and centuries of history. Next door, the elegant new castle offers fancy old grandeur and amazing lake views. The upper town is a maze of houses made of wood and plaster and cozy wine taverns. Try the local Müller-Thurgau wine. The lower town's lakeside path is perfect for a walk and ice cream. Vineyards climb the sunny slopes, adding to the town's relaxed, almost Mediterranean feel. Meersburg is where history, nature, and romance meet. Whether you're in an old dungeon or sipping wine with a view of the mountains, it's unforgettable. The mix of castle, palace, and lake is pure magic. Meersburg captures the spirit of southern Germany. Our final stop is Monschau, tucked away in a narrow valley in Eifel near the Belgian border. Houses with wood frames and slate roofs are grouped along the rushing Ruhr River, untouched for centuries. The amazing setting, with steep hills and castle ruins, creates a perfect picture. Visit the Red House Museum for a look into the town's past of making cloth and fancy old elegance. Hike the hills for wide views over the town's many rooftops and winding river. Walk car-free streets, find artisan shops, and try the local mustard. Monschau is especially magical during the Christmas market, turning into a winter wonderland. It's a hidden treasure, cozy, beautiful, and timeless. Monschau is the perfect end to our journey. And that brings our tour of Germany's historic towns to a close. From Rothenburg's fairytale walls to Monschau's riverside charm, we've walked through centuries of stories. I hope you're inspired to explore, whether in Germany or your own backyard. If you enjoyed this journey, please think about subscribing to help us make more adventures. Until next time, keep that spirit of discovery alive. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen.